Welcome to the Easy English Exercise channel, where you learn English in an easy way. Today, we're going to help you discover your English level. We'll talk about the different levels from A1 to C2, what each level means, and how you can test yourself. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand where you are in your English journey and feel confident about your next steps. Let's start by talking about what English levels mean. You might have heard terms like A1, B1, or C2. These come from something called the CEFR. That stands for Common European Framework of Reference. Don't worry about the long name. What's important is this: these levels help you understand your English ability. They go from A1, which is beginner, all the way to C2, which is mastery. Think of it like a ladder. You start at the bottom and climb up step by step. A1 is the first level. At A1, you're a beginner. You can introduce yourself. You can say basic sentences like, "My name is," or "I live in." You understand simple questions. You know common words like hello, thank you, water, food. If you're at A1, you're just starting your English journey, and that's perfectly okay. Everyone starts here. A2 is the next level. At A2, you can talk about daily topics. You can describe your routine, your family, your job. You understand simple conversations about familiar topics. You can use present, past, and future tenses in basic ways. For example, you can say, "I went to the store yesterday," or "I will call you tomorrow." If you're at A2, you're building a foundation. You're making progress. Say these sentences with me to feel the A2 level. I work in an office. Repeat that. Yesterday, I watched a movie. Say it. Tomorrow, I'm going to visit my friend. Your turn. These are A2 sentences. Simple, clear, and useful. Here's what you can do right now to understand your level better. Take a piece of paper or open your phone notes. Write 3 sentences about yourself in English. Write about your name, your home, and what you did yesterday. If you can write these sentences easily without looking up words, you're at least A2. If you struggle, you might be at A1, and that's okay. This simple test shows you where you are right now. Now, let's talk about B1 and B2, the intermediate levels. B1 means you can handle most daily situations in English. You can talk about your opinions. You can explain why you like or don't like something. You can tell stories about your experiences. You understand the main ideas when people speak clearly. At B1, you're becoming independent in English. B2 is upper intermediate. At this level, you can discuss complex topics. You can debate ideas. You can understand movies and TV shows without too many problems. You can write clear, detailed texts about many subjects. Your grammar is mostly correct. You make fewer mistakes. At B2, you're fluent enough for work or study in English. Let me give you an example of B1 thinking. Imagine someone asks, "What do you think about working from home?" At B1, you can answer, "I think it's good because I save time. I don't travel to the office. But sometimes I feel lonely. I miss talking to my coworkers." See? You express opinions with reasons. You use connecting words like because and but. Practice a B1 sentence with me. I prefer studying in the morning because I have more energy. Repeat that. Now try this one. Although English is difficult, I enjoy learning it. Say it slowly. You practiced intermediate sentence structure. Here's your action step for intermediate practice. Tonight before bed, think about one topic: your job, your hobbies, or your goals. Speak about it out loud for 30 seconds in English. Explain why you like it or what challenges you face. Use words like because, but, although, or however. Record yourself if possible. This exercise shows you if you're comfortable at the B1 level or if you need more practice. Let's move on to the advanced levels, C1 and C2. C1 is advanced. At this level, you express yourself fluently without searching for words. You understand long, complex texts. You can use English in professional situations with confidence. You know subtle differences between similar words. Your English sounds natural and flexible. Most learners aim to reach C1 because it's truly advanced fluency. C2 is mastery. At C2, you understand almost everything you hear or read. You can express yourself spontaneously, very fluently, and precisely. You can explain complex ideas clearly. Your English is similar to an educated native speaker. Very few learners reach C2, and that's normal. C1 is already excellent for almost any purpose. Here's a way to think about these levels. At A levels, you learn basic building blocks. At B levels, you build sentences and conversations. At C levels, you play with language like an artist. Each level takes time and practice. You can't jump from A1 to C1 in a few months. Learning English is a journey, not a race. Let me show you the difference between levels with one topic. Describing a book. At A2, you might say, I read a good book. It was about a family. I liked it. At B1, I recently read a book about a family's struggles. It was interesting because it showed real-life problems. At C1, I recently finished a compelling novel that explores family dynamics through multiple perspectives, which really resonated with me. Notice how vocabulary and complexity grow with each level? Here's what you can do today to test your level. Go to YouTube and search for English listening test plus your estimated level, like English listening test B1. Watch a 5-minute video. Can you understand most of it without subtitles? If yes, you're probably at that level. If no, try one level lower. This gives you honest feedback about your listening ability. Write down your result in your phone. Today I tested at B1 listening, or whatever level you reached. Now let's discuss grammar and how it connects to levels. Grammar is the structure of language. At A1 and A2, you learn basic grammar: present simple, past simple, basic questions, common verbs. At B1 and B2, you learn more complex grammar: present perfect, conditionals, passive voice, relative clauses. At C1 and C2, you master subtle grammar: advanced tenses, reported speech variations, subjunctive mood. But here's the important thing. You don't need perfect grammar to communicate. Even at B2, you still make grammar mistakes sometimes. That's normal. What matters is that people understand you. Grammar helps you be clear and accurate, but don't let grammar fear stop you from speaking. Let me give you practical grammar examples by level. A1 grammar. I am a student. She likes coffee. Simple sentences, basic verbs. B1 grammar. I have been studying English for 2 years. If I had time, I would travel more. More complex structures. C1 grammar. Had I known about the traffic, I would have left earlier. The project, which was supposed to be finished yesterday, is still ongoing. Very sophisticated patterns. Say these grammar sentences with me at different levels. A2 level. I went shopping yesterday. Repeat. B1 level. I've been working here since January. Say it. You practiced different grammar complexity. Here's your grammar action step. Open a grammar checker website like Grammarly's free version or language tool. Write 5 sentences about your weekend in English. Copy and paste them into the checker. Look at the mistakes it finds. Are they small mistakes like missing commas? Or big mistakes like wrong verb tenses? Small mistakes suggest B2 or higher. Many big mistakes suggest A2 or B1. This tells you your grammar level honestly. Do this exercise tonight. Finally, let's talk about how you can improve your level, whatever level you're at right now. Improvement comes from 4 skills: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. You need to practice all 4. If you only listen, you won't improve speaking. If you only read, you won't improve listening. Balance is important. For listening, watch English videos every day. Start with videos at your level. If you're A2, watch A2 level content with subtitles. As you improve, remove subtitles. Listen to English podcasts during your commute. The more you hear English, the better your listening becomes. For reading, read things you enjoy. At A2, read simple news articles or children's books. At B1, read blog posts or young adult novels. At B2 and above, read newspapers, novels, or professional articles. Read for 15 minutes every day. Don't look up every word. Try to understand from context. This builds your vocabulary naturally. For speaking, you must speak out loud. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing. I'm making coffee. I'm pouring water. The coffee smells good. Find language partners online on apps like HelloTalk or Tandem. Speak with them once a week. Even 10 minutes of speaking practice helps a lot. For writing, keep an English journal. Write 3 sentences every night about your day. Don't worry about mistakes. Just write. Over weeks and months, you'll see your writing improve. You can also write messages to language partners or post in English learning communities online. Say this commitment with me. I will practice all 4 skills. Repeat. I will be patient with my progress. Say it. You acknowledged your learning path. Here's your final action for level improvement. Right now, in your phone calendar, schedule 4 15-minute blocks this week. Monday for listening practice, Wednesday for reading practice, Friday for speaking practice, Sunday for writing practice. Set actual alarms with labels like English listening time. When the alarm rings, stop what you're doing and practice that skill for 15 minutes. This consistent practice, week after week, is what moves you from one level to the next. Thank you for learning with me today. You now understand the English levels from A1 to C2. What each level means, how to test yourself, and how to improve. Remember, your current level is just your starting point. With consistent practice, you'll climb higher. Every hour you invest in English brings you closer to your goals. Your 7-day challenge. Every day this week at 8 p.m., set a phone alarm labeled Level Check Practice. When it rings, do a quick skill test. Day 1. Listen to a 2-minute English video at your level and summarize what you heard in 3 sentences. Day 2. Read a short English article and write down 5 new words. Day 3. Speak about your day for 1 minute, recording yourself. Day 4. Write a short paragraph about your favorite place. Day 5 to 7. Combine skills. Listen to something, then speak about it, or read something, then write your opinion. Track each day with a check mark in your phone notes. After this challenge, take an official online level test, like the Cambridge English Test or the EF SET test, both free, to get your certified level. Then, set a goal to reach the next level in 6 months and create a study plan. Your English level today is not your English level forever. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in your progress. I'll see you in the next lesson.